Oh, an on-time arrival for NFL prime time. If you only knew. Chris Berman along with Booger McFarland. And ladies and gentlemen, if this is October football,
yes.
My goodness, how many plays of seemingly 75 yards or more that were just wow.
It's amazing. As the season has gone on, the games and the plays start to get a little bit better, Boom.
You know, if we sit down like 10 minutes into the fourth quarter of all these games, which we watch, you can't leave.
No.
Heaven forbid if there's overtime. Now, look, we had a team trying to stay undefeated. Kansas City doesn't play to Monday night. As we speak, the Chiefs are 4-0. Minnesota trying to get to 5-0. We'll get to them in a minute. If the Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl in the AFC, well, in August, there are 4 teams we're going to get right to. Houston and Buffalo, who are 3-1 each, and Baltimore and Cincinnati, who started 0-2 and 1-3 respectively. So a little more urgency on that one. Why don't we start with that?
Let's do it.
AFC contenders, or at least certainly was before the season started. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. What would they have in store? These guys have played each other so many times. Jackson having the upper hand, and he rarely had Derrick Henry until this year. Touchdown, 100th career touchdown for Derrick Henry. Congratulations. More on that at the end. Ravens lead 7-0. Burrow. Oh, this is supposed to look like this. Ja'Marr Chase, 41 yards, 17-14 since he hit the half.
Great pass protection by the O-line and great throw, Burrow to Chase.
Now we have so much. Listen, we're going to get to the fourth quarter. The Bengals lead 24-21. Now watch. Burrow. Chase Brown from out of Canada, London, Ontario. Their Thanksgiving coming up soon. 31-21 Bengals. Lamar to Charlie Diet Kohler, one of their many tight ends. Likely caught him 31-28. But now, down, leading by 3, Burrow to Chase. I don't think they're going to get him. They're going to chase him. But it's the Bengal that's going to score.
Really good blocking outside, a little wide receiver screen, got him through the initial line, and Ja'Marr Chase did the rest.
So every time the Ravens come back, it's a 10-point lead for Cincy, 38-28. Lamar fumbles it. Look at this. Look, Ma, I could escape one. I could escape Sam Hubbard. This is an unlikely touchdown, but it's to Isaiah Likely. So, of course, it's a score, 38-35. Wow.
You can only do that when you're the 2-time MVP of the league, Boom.
3 minutes to play now, same score. Burrow. Oh, the Ravens pass defense had big trouble, but not here. It's Marlon Humphrey.
Marlon Humphrey did a good job of undercutting Ja'Marr Chase. He ran the route for him.
Under 2 minutes to go in the game. We thought in the game, Justin Tucker, 56 yards. Oh, he was struggling early in the year. For him, magic, 56 yards. We're tied at 38. Let's go to overtime. Van Noy says, I'll take heads to the Ravens' benefit. And so Lamar, oh, wait a minute. It was a simple snap. He fumbled it. Jermaine Pratt is on it for Cincy. They only need a field goal, and they win. But they only run for a few yards, and so they're going to leave it to normally very reliable kicker Evan McPherson from 53, but no good. But this is what happened. The snap never was clean.
Yeah, Boom. The kicker could only do what he could do. Good snap, bad hold. Bad operation. It takes the snap, the hold, and the kick, and the Bengals could not execute it.
So the Ravens survive. 4 minutes left. What do you think is going to happen? Let's give it to Henry off left tackle. 51-yard game. Should we go? No. We have Tucker. We're going to kick. And oh my goodness, after trailing almost the whole time in a game that was so wild, the Baltimore Ravens outlast, there's no other word to say, than the Cincinnati Bengals, 41-38. And you see the numbers. Lamar threw 4 touchdowns. Joe Burrow threw 5. Henry rushed for almost 100, but that's not the career story. Derrick Henry is kind of the end of an era in a lot of ways. He's the 27th player in NFL history, they've been playing since 1920, with 100 total touchdowns. And he's the 32nd player. He passed the 10,000-yard mark in this game. And we will say this, of the 31 others that are at 10,000 yards, 16 are in the Hall of Fame. Kimberly Martin with Zay Flowers exhausted after the game.
Your quarterback kept you guys coming back. What can you say about Lamar Jackson?
That's why he MVP. That's why he one of the best in the league, because what he do, he can use his feet, he can kill you with his arm, and we got Big Tutu in the back. So
I was going to say,
hey.
What was going through your mind?
I knew every time he touched it, I'm thinking touchdown. Like, he tell me in the locker room every day, I'm a home run hitter. I'm a home run hitter. I only need like 15 carries because he keeps saying he's a home run hitter, and he keep proving it every week.
So,
yeah, Tutu!
We're 1-4. That's not where we want to be. So obviously something has to change. You know, I'm not sure what that is on our end. We'll do some critical thinking, watch the tape, and see where we could have done better. There's plenty to improve on. That's no secret.
You want more AFC contenders, and we'll talk about this in one moment. 3-1 Buffalo and 3-1 Houston. You know, a lot of these new uniforms I'm not for. These look pretty cool, boy.
Yeah, pretty good.
In Houston, right? Don't you think? Stroud, second-year QB. Yeah, I don't think he's falling off much. Nico Collins, 67 yards, 14-3 Houston at home.
In stride, Nico Collins is the Texans' #1 wide receiver, would leave with a little bit of a hamstring, boo.
Yeah, would not come back, and the passing game was not the same. So, Stroud, why don't we go to Stephon Diggs, who we all remember caught a lot of balls from Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. And so Diggs trying to get involved early. Texans get stopped on a 4th and 1. Josh Allen. This is how it looked for him all day. I'm going to give you the numbers at the end. My goodness, almost intercepted. 17-3 Houston at the half. He was 9 for 30 on the day.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Not even close. James Cook, though, you're down 20-3. Why don't you run the ball? It's a 5-yard touchdown. Bills still trail 20-10, third quarter. Next Bills drive, 4th and 5. Keon Coleman, look out. He can run. Lassiter missed. And now we got a 3-point game, 20-17, Bills down by 3.
Keon Coleman, rookie from Florida State, starting to come into his own, more and more comfortable every week.
Fourth quarter, same score, 2nd and 10, Texans. Stroud. Whoa. Dwayne Smoot sticks his hand out. Dorian Williams recovers for the Bills. Huge play by the Buffalo defense.
Got to put 2 hands on the ball in the pocket. C.J. Stroud, he doesn't do it, and the Bills made him pay.
And so the Houston defense certainly befuddling Buffalo, but now they're on a roll. And Allen rolling right. The chase is on. Incomplete to Curtis Samuel. Bass kicks a field goal. We're tied at 20. Under a minute to go. 3rd and 5, Houston. Stroud, intended for Dalton Schultz. He knows nothing because it was I guess a good call, right?
It was a good call, Boom. Nobody was there in the pocket, intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding out of field goal range. They have to punt. Allen for Coleman, that's flagged. Oh, offensive pass interference. Now throwing out of your own end zone with 32 seconds to go for Matt Collins, incomplete. And now on 3rd down, you're going to punt. So why don't we give the punter some room? Allen Samuel incomplete. Houston didn't have to use a timeout. Bills punt. Time on clock for Texans. 7 seconds to go. CJ, little toss. Ogunbowale, middle of the field, 5 yards. Now timeout. Since they got all of them, might as well call it. And Kaimi Fairburn, 59 yards. The power fade.
Little punch power fade, Boom. He drove it in there really low.
Nice. You got the crosswind. I know it's indoors. We're just having fun. 59 yards, and Fairburn saves the day for the Texans. Another wild game. And so the Buffalo Bills have now lost 2 in a row. They got shellacked at Baltimore, as we all saw last week. And then Houston has won it, and they are now 4-1. Sean McDermott on the decisions late.
Tough game. I thought our guys did a great job coming back. Coaches made good adjustments. Just not enough in the end, and that's on me. The end of game situation on offense. We needed to. We're in a tough situation. 3 timeouts. They were holding 3 timeouts. I got a good field goal kicker. We needed to run the clock and move the chains, and that's on me. We didn't do that there, and that's my fault.
John, were you on board with the 3 play call, the 3 passes in that situation?
I'm not going to get into that. I don't think that's relevant right now, Sal. Overall, again, that's on me, and so we just got to do a better job. I got to do a better job in that situation.
So the Bills have started out so impressive. Let's start with them. We'll get to Houston here quickly. We'll never know. Had Houston had 1 or 2 timeouts left, maybe they would have just run it at worst to get maybe 7 yards for the punter more room at worst. The end was a head scratcher.
It was a big head scratcher, Boom, on a day where Josh Allen completed only 9 passes, where your defense kept you in the ball game in the second half. You got 2 turnovers, and you get in that situation. Houston's got 3 timeouts. You can't throw the football 3 straight plays. You got to say, you know what? The likelihood of us driving 90-something yards is very unlikely. So I need to run the football, make them use timeouts, burn some clock. Instead, he didn't do that. 3 straight passes. Now Houston gets the ball back, and they have all their timeouts. So they can set up for a game-winning field goal. Sean McDermott has come under fire for his clock management for a long time. And here's another situation where we're going to question his clock management because he cost his team an opportunity to at least go to overtime.
No, the defense shackled it up in the second half after a while, but that was a befuddling. So give Houston's defense credit. And look, this is the best game Houston's played. It's the toughest test they've had. I mean, I understand Minnesota's undefeated, so I don't mean to say, well, they skunked Houston. But at the time, we didn't think. How do you think they are after 5 weeks? They've come through in the clutch the last 2 weeks for sure.
They're playing better, but they're putting too much on their quarterback.
Okay.
C.J. Stroud is having to save them. Joe Mixon, they miss him. They got no running game. So in the end, it's, hey, C.J., save us. He did it last week.
Yep.
He did it this week with some help from Sean McDermott. But in the future, if they're going to achieve their goals, which is getting deep into the AFC playoffs, they got to get a running game. Joe Mixon coming back may help, but they got to get more. It can't just be the C.J. Stroud show and nobody else, because the last 2 weeks, that's what it's been.
No, but you know what? It's not like, expectations aren't too big for us, at least not here in early October.
Not yet. Yeah,
they don't have to apologize for them when nobody else in the division is over 500. 9 touchdown passes. Burrow and Lamar Jackson in an amazing game. Baltimore's 3-2, but the Bengals are 1-4. These 2 quarterbacks put on a show, but for Burrow, where are we sitting at 1-4? Not good.
We keep talking about the Bengals, and they say, well, it's early. We always do this. Yeah, it's early. Well, you know what? It's getting late early. They're 1-4, and I'm going to give them. That's a 3 count, Boom. And in wrestling, that means you're out. I think they've reached a situation where they cannot come back from. And if you're looking at the head coach in Zach Taylor, when you get the turnover, you got an opportunity to go and win the game. Don't test the football gods. Don't just run it 3 times and set up for a field goal. Actually try to win the game. And he didn't do that. So we got questionable coaching situations. One from Buffalo and Sean McDermott. And in our second game, Zach Taylor. Late at night, they're going to think about those situations because they could have played the game differently. And I think the outcome may have been differently for their teams.
Baltimore pass defense. Of course, Humphrey made a good, but again, they've won 3 in a row and gotten off the mat at 0-2. There's the difference.
If the defense just gets close to what they were, Boom, Lamar Jackson is playing outstanding. They lead the league in rushing by a long ways. Derrick Henry is what the doctor ordered, but the defense, to your point, the defense has got to come a little bit more. I love the plays.
Usually does.
Can we get more out of our defense? Because if they do, they might look like the best team in the AFC.
No, we certainly would see what they're like on the ground.
Yes.
And I mean, they may rush more for every other team combined in the NFL. I'm kidding, of course. Meanwhile, there's a team in Minnesota. Yeah, they went all the way out to London, jolly old England, and they're going to play the New York Jets. Had a lot more talk about the Jets, but the Vikings were the 4-0 team. Would Aaron Rodgers and the Jets bounce back in the shadow of Big Ben and Buckingham Palace and the Union Jack? And here we go. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Sam Darnold, once upon a time Jet, misses Justin Jefferson. Darnold down. So he's got to come out. Nick Mullins in. He's off to such a nice start. And now Mullins comes in. Aaron Jones, who was hurt later on, he completes a pass. So Mullins with a perfect quarterback rating because now it's Darnold coming back. And now he tries to toss it to Ty Chandler. Didn't tie a yellow ribbon around that one. Quincy Williams picks it up. And the gift to the Jets.
Yeah, no doubt. And if you're Sam Darnold, you can't toss the ball so hard. Now, I get it. He's got to catch the ball, but don't toss it so hard.
But here comes the Jets. No! Here comes Andrew Rip Van Ginkel waking up from his 20-year nap for the second time this year, fourth time in his career, a pick six. What great hands. The pass was only like 6 yards away from him.
No doubt, Boom. Really good job. They're going to show blitz, then they're going to drop out of it. They fool Aaron Rodgers, and Van Ginkel gets his second touchdown of the season.
10-0 Minnesota. Next drive, Jets. Rodgers looking for his old Green Bay teammate, Alan Lounge Lazard. But way overthrown. Cameron Bynum picks it off. 2 picks first quarter. Aaron's never done that in his career. 17-7 Minnesota at the half. Rodgers hit third quarter. Down. Minnesota can bring the rush, especially since they lead all the time. Leg, everything.
The pressure from the Vikings defense at this point, you thought Rodgers was down and wasn't getting up.
So the very next play, Thomas Morstead get a punt. There is a flag down on the play, and did they send guys after the punt? I don't know. Whatever it is, and so it's enough for a first down. So Rodgers comes back. Forget the blue tent. Can't hit Lazard. They get a field goal. One-score game, 17-10. Under 10 to go in the fourth quarter. Darnold, 3rd and 15. Brandon Echols makes the pick near midfield, and the Jets have life. 1st and goal from the 1. That would be plenty of time. Garrett Wilson, the Jets are down 20-17. Now we go to 3 minutes to go. 23-17 after Viking field goal. Rodgers, Wilson, cross the middle, makes it to midfield. Buck 35 to go, 1st and 10 Jets. Rodgers, Wilson, too far. Aaron goes, really? I thought I had it. A few plays later, under a minute to go, 3rd and 10, 49 seconds. Rodgers for Mike Williams. How did Stephon Gilmore? Well, he's been making big plays his whole career.
Just a bad pass by Aaron Rodgers. That ball has got to be high and outside. Mike Williams is 6'5". The ball was low and inside. And Stephon Gilmore, great job looking at Aaron Rodgers' eyes, picking the ball.
Very few people had Minnesota 5-0. Here we are in October, and the Jets fall to 2-3 to the chagrin of Aaron Rodgers.
Obviously, that was below my standard. I just found out I've never thrown 2 picks in the first quarter before. So that's a first. One of us cost, obviously, 7. And the other, could have cost 3. So in a game where you lose by 6, plays like that are exponentially highlighted. So 3 turnovers for me is definitely out of character, and I'm disappointed.
But my message is going to be very simple. Not a whole lot of folks thought this team would certainly be where we are right now at the bye. So it's an easy thing for me as a coach to remind our guys of what got us here, which has just been work, total elimination, and almost an ignorance to the noise, confidence in what we are as a football team, and just doing the little things.
Yeah.
Well, a well-deserved buy. I mean, they really don't want to buy this early.
No,
when
you
they're
don't. You
5-0,
don't keep playing.
But they got one, so they can have a nice flight home. Coach O'Connell said it. 5-0, and the Sam Darnold story is marvelous.
Yeah.
But really, 3 more sacks today gives them 20.
Yes.
I believe that will still lead the league.
Lead the league in sacks.
Both sides, aren't they?
They're playing complementary football, and here's what I mean by that. The defense is so good. You talk about them leading the league in sacks, that it doesn't force the offense to have to score 30 points a week. And so now Kevin O'Connell, the head coach and play caller, can bring Sam Darnold along and make sure that he's comfortable. And Sam Darnold's playing the best football of his career. Mm-hmm. So you got a defense that's holding teams down and dominating and forcing turnovers, and an offense that's just finding their way. Justin Jefferson has been outstanding, and that's how this team is 5-0, Boom. And as long as that defense continues to do that, that offense is going to come along, and he's one of the best play callers in this league. And Coach O'Connell, you're going to continue to see this team. They're going to be tough to beat the way they play.
We give hats off to Aaron Rodgers, who passed the 60,000-yard mark throwing. He won't take any solace in that with the loss. He's only the 9th to do it, so that's awesome. However, the Jets at 2-3, which is far from being out of anything because only Buffalo is 3-2, but he threw 3 picks. That's for some, okay. For Aaron Rodgers, that's news, isn't it?
There are a lot of problems in New York, and one of them is the quarterback. He threw 3 picks today. He's played average football this season, and they don't need average Aaron Rodgers. They need an above-average Aaron Rodgers because the offense isn't dynamic. They don't have dynamic playmakers everywhere. They haven't been able to run the football with Breece Hall. And so I think at the end of the day, they got to look at themselves and say, how can How can we play better? And the quarterback can't turn the football over. He is a large reason right now for what their record is.
Well, they play a big Monday night game against Buffalo, so you're in it. I mean, nobody's tossing out anybody. However, this is not what they expect it to be.
No doubt about it.
And give Minnesota 5-0.
Minnesota?
Vikings? Don't you know they're playing outstanding football? Hey, last week, all the rookie quarterbacks who started the season under center won games.
Yeah.
Now they're all favored, expected to win this week. Was it going to be too much for Caleb Williams and the Bears? All of a sudden, there's Bryce Young watching. You know the story that the draft pick for Caleb is because of the Bryce Young trade, which is not Bryce's fault. But Williams to fellow high draft pick Rome Odunze, they're starting to heat up as the Panthers went in and took a 7-0 lead at Chicago, but wouldn't be much more than that. Former Panther DJ Moore hauls it in. We're tied at 7.
Really good job of Caleb staying in the pocket, throwing that football on time, in rhythm. That's the way you want to see this offense functioning on time.
Crowd in Chicago, they're in it. You mean the Bears they're like good? They are. Look at Caleb Williams scrambling around. What? And then what? That's your basic first down in Chicago. Not by Walter Payton, but it's a basic first down. Second quarter. The pitch to DeAndre Swift. And he very swiftly goes to the left for 18 yards. Bears marching. Second and goal. Rashawn Johnson, hand up. Touchdown. Chicago leads 14-7. Under 3 to go in the half. 3rd and 12, Panthers. The Red Rifle, Andy Dalton to Tommy Tremble. Boy, Jaquan Brisker had a huge game last week. The safety for the Bears. Another big play here.
Boom, outstanding hit. You hate to see Tommy Tremble out like that. We hope he's okay.
Yes.
But what an outstanding physical play by Brisker.
Now, quick pass to Swift. That would be like almost like a little layup. And Swift goes, what? I'm going to go, what? No, I'm going to go, what? And then I'm going to get it. Oh, he should have given him the touchdown in the red zone. So you know what? What do? You give him the touchdown.
You got to reward him. Really good job there, play calling. If he's going to get you down there, let him score the touchdown.
21-7. Bears? Bears on offense after a fourth down stop of the defense. Williams. He's part of that trade, as we know, with Carolina coming over with all the draft picks. That hook up 2 times per touchdown.
Again, Caleb Williams in the pocket delivering a dime. That's what you want to see. Go Bears.
The Bears. You know what snuck by all of us as Chicago rolls Carolina 36-10? Chicago's won 8 straight games at Soldier Field. Did we know that?
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That's surprising.
Wait a minute. Is this a Super Bowl shuffle? I'm just asking. Now, Commanders, the second draft pick. Jaden Daniels. Where'd he go to school?
LSU. You know
Thank
it.
you. I forgot. I needed to be reminded every now and then. And they're playing the Washington Commanders hosting the Cleveland Browns. Daniels scrambling, throwing. He didn't even put a lot of arm into it. But he did this to Terry McLaurin, 66 yards. Commanders, dare I say, in command.
Outstanding accuracy on the run, boom. You want to keep him in the pocket. The Browns couldn't do it. But this throw off one leg on the run, an absolute dime by Jaden Daniels.
3rd and goal, however, it's going to be picked off for Wushu Koromosu. You know, Jim Schwartz rarely, if ever, loses his defenses to a rookie quarterback. But there's time for everything. Austin Eckler, when Washington has the ball, heads toward he's so good going toward the end zone, isn't he? Commanders keep the drive alive. Brian Robinson shakes a Brown, shakes the ground. 7-0. Commanders? My goodness. It was only beginning to have fun. Commanders up 10-3, 4th and 3. Scrambling. Rolling. That's your quarterback. 34 yards.
Again, boom, not keeping him in the pocket.
Robinson Jr. in the end zone, standing up. Second career game with multiple touchdowns, 17-3, Washington. Under a minute to go before the half. Commanders have it at the 41 and 2nd and 7. Watch this. Whee! Oh, my goodness. De'Ami Brown Say it ain't so.
Boom, it's so. In the pocket, on time, in rhythm. He's leading the league in accuracy, and it just goes to show you he's not just throwing short passes, he's throwing bombs.
24-3 at the half. Now 24-6 third quarter. Daniels, pocket collapses. Too bad. I'm gone. 23 yards. Not only did he throw for 238, he ran for 82 on this day. Now, Jeremy McNichols punches it in. The Commanders 3 straight weeks over 30. The Commanders and Coach Dan Quinty first place Washington Commanders. They've won 4 in a row. The last 3 weeks, they've scored 114 points. Team hasn't done that in 3 straight games since 1999. So, again, 4 in a row here, Daniels. We'll get to Caleb in a minute. And Washington's there's even more to it, isn't there? I mean, when we can score points,
Yes.
well, we can make some assumptions.
No doubt about it, Boom. It permeates through the team. When I have an offense and a quarterback that can lead that offense, that can score points, defensively, I come in there with a song in my heart and a smile on my face because I know we can put up points. And Jaden Daniels is playing well. He threw his first pick in the red zone today. He'll learn from that. It's a learning thing. But his ability to lead that offense allows this defense to play the way they play. And the defense has been playing outstanding. I get it. It's Cleveland. They're struggling. But if this team is going to play defense the way they play, and they're going to dominate the game on that side of the ball, to allow this rookie quarterback to make the explosive plays with his feet, to be able to make the deep throws down the field, they might be the best team in the NFC East. And that's
one had that.
That's saying something. Nobody. And that's counting the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Giants. They are playing the best, and they might wind up being the best.
You know what? Confidence is ownership, like you say, quarterback, coach, fans in the stands,
community.
a standing ovation at halftime.
A standing O in Washington. When's the last time Daniel Snyder got one of those?
No, well, you have to go back to about 1999. I think
Exactly.
Norv might have been coaching.
Yeah,
I got to go
exactly,
way
yeah.
back, a long way back. All right, now what are we doing here? Let's go out west. Cardinals, Niners. Well, certainly with the Niners getting a lot of their wounded back, not McCaffrey yet, but with the Cardinals in, although it was like in the 90s, real feel, the warmest, hottest game they've ever had at this stadium. Kick blocked. Cardinals kick blocked. And Diamador Lenoir, I like it. Lenoir. Sacre bleu. I know it's not French, but Niners special teams, touchdown San Francisco.
It's 3 phases, Boom. It's offense, defense, special teams. Get your hands up. The ball just might hit it.
And so it's 20-10 San Francisco. Kyler Murray. Uh-oh, Nick Bosa. Didn't we tell you there are big plays made by big guys? Look at Nick rattle around with the pick into Cardinals territory.
Really good job by Bosa. Feeling the screen, seeing it, dropping back, interception, Boom.
Now, why does this look good? Well, Moody, the kicker, got hurt. Wisnowski's the punter. He is trying with Kyle Juszczyk, who's normally the fullback, now the holder. Basically, all that's done, and the kick is good. It's 23-10 San Francisco at the half. But Kyler Murray to Elijah Higgins. Wait a minute. We have a ball game? Yes, he does. 2-point conversion good. 23-21.
Yeah, Boom. The Cardinals just keep coming back, and Kyler Murray's playing really good football.
Jordan Mason, we met him on that opening Monday night, really, against the Jets. And he is going to fall. And the ball is loose. Matt Wilson recovers it. Jesse Luketa forced the fumble.
Sometimes, Boom, you got to know when the journey's over. You get down. Mason will learn that. But right there, good job by Luketa sticking that hand in there and knocking it out.
I mean, the Niners are going in to make it a 2-score game on their own 9. The Niners bring blitz. Murray to Marvin Harrison Jr. 5 of 6 was Murray against the blitz. This worked out of the 46. Next play, Murray, well, you know that he can do this, Booger. Look out. That's what he does.
Unreal, Boom. Zone read, the defensive end comes down. Murray goes out, a quick 12 yards.
14-yard gain. Now Chad Ryland, 35-yard kick. This land is your land. This kick is Ryland. 24-23 Arizona. We make this up on the fly, okay? Now the Niners, certainly they're going to win. They're not going to let Arizona come in. I don't care how hot. Whoa! Brock Purdy is hit. Looking for Kittle. Kaiser White with the pick for Arizona.
Really good job. Mason, the running back, missed the block. Purdy gets hit. Game over.
Jalen Thompson put the pressure on. Cardinals go into San Francisco and they beat the 49ers. We don't have him. So what? The Niners are 2-3. Nobody had that same record as Arizona, and so Arizona at times has really shown up, and then they get blown out every now and then. They're a young team, but they are better. All right, let's go to the Packers-Rams. NFC West, my goodness.
Yeah.
Will somebody please take charge? Well, Jordan Love back starting. Of course, he's 0-2 as starter. Malik Willis 2-0. Didn't think I'd be saying that week 5. Jordan Love, Jaden Reed, Green Bay inside the 5 at the Rams. They score a touchdown, go up 7-0.
Boom, it's 1-on-3 back there. How about the ball placement from Jordan Love and the ability to even make that pass?
About 2 minutes to go before the half. Love. Yeah, no! Picked off by Jalen McCullough. Oh, no! Pick 6.
Boom, going from bad to worse. Should have been a safety. He avoids the safety and then throws a pick 6. Just can't do it. He'll learn from it, but Love's got to hurt there.
Matt LaFleur, different French words, okay? I know them, but I can't say it. Rams up 13-7. They missed the extra point. Kyron Williams. Forced fumble. Xavier McKinney. He has a pick every week. And boy, what a pickup he has been from the G-men over to the Pack.
5 INTs on the season, boom, and he's always Johnny on the spot. Amazing how some guys are always around the ball.
Yes, sir. Green Bay down to 34 after forcing turnover. And like we said, the Green Bay, the Cheeseheads, you got to love Tucker Kraft. I think they make cheese. I'm not sure, but I think they do. 66 yards from Love, 17-13 Pack.
It's my favorite kind, bro. A little Kraft macaroni.
Oh, very nice. Now, Matthew Stafford says, I can, and there he is. 5 picks, 5 games, Xavier McKinney.
Does a really good job of reading the quarterback's eyes, boom. He does it better than anybody in the league. That's why he's always around where the quarterback's throwing the ball.
Packer hasn't had a streak like that since the 40s. Ensuing Pack possession. Love to Kraft. Cheese whiz. We're in the end zone. Originally ruled short. Overturned, called a touchdown, 24-13. Pack. Now Stafford. Demarcus Robinson. Cuckoo-ca-choo. 24-19. Go for 2. Don't get it. 4th and 1. Williams up the middle. Rams have a chance. Can they score to win it? Minute to go. Tick. 4th and 5. Stafford broken up by Evan Williams and Green Bay. Green Bay holds on in L.A. And the Rams fall to 1-4. The Packers are 3-2 with their best football ahead of them. Even though third downs they struggled, there's a lot of things they wouldn't love in it. But guess what? They love that their quarterback gets a win, and I don't think there was that big a question on it. Now, why don't we stay with the NFC West? Seattle was undefeated until last Monday night in that wild game against Detroit. But certainly they would douse Daniel Jones and the Giants, especially with the 12th man at Seattle. And they didn't even have Malik Neighbors. Jones feels pressure, loses the ball, recovered over the Giants. It's a 15-yard loss, tripped over his own lineman.
Yeah, but it's very unfortunate, Boom. It's one of those things that Daniel Jones, his ability to fumble the ball just keeps showing up over and over.
Well, a few plays later, Jones screened Eric Gray. Defensively, what's going on? Breaks a tackle, first down, Gray. It's a 9-minute drive. Did you hear me? The Giants, but no, Rayshawn Jenkins, it's not a touchdown. Rayshawn Jenkins comes up with the ball. He could go all the way. 102 yards, Gray fumbles. Just get in there. Okay, I'm in 102 yards, 7-0 Seahawks.
Yeah, Boom. Couldn't really get an angle to know the ball. All the ball has to do is break that line. They didn't have an overhead angle, so we go the other way, touchdown, Seattle.
Now we're second quarter. Jones, Wan'Dale Robinson, a little play action. Oh, that's nice. That looks like they do that all the time.
Yeah.
We're tied at 10. Early third quarter, same score, Geno to DK Metcalf, 3 straight games of over 100 yards, first Seahawk to ever do that, but he fumbles. 8th lost fumble of his career, and he does that every day. Such a dangerous player, but a fumble, and so Jones. Darius Slayton He and Jones look like they've been doing this all the time. Now Jones, Slayton. Who slayed the Seahawks? Slayton did it. 17-10, G-Man.
No Malik Neighbors, no problem. Slayton stepped up all day.
23-13, Smith, Geno, Jackson Smith, and Jigba for the touchdown. So certainly the Seahawks are going to come back to win the game. At 23-20, minute and a half to go in the fourth. Seattle has the ball. Geno, we saw they made 38 first downs on Monday night against Detroit. 32 yards in field goal range to tie it for Jason Myers. Just over a minute to go. Watch Isaiah Simmons. My goodness, nobody could have kicked it through him. It was like trying to kick it through a screen door. And Bryce Ford Wheaton recovers it. G-Man go up to the Pacific Northwest. What a, my God, all legal.
And boom, because he didn't use any of the Seattle players for leverage, it's a legal play. The verticality of him jumping over him, block, touchdown the other way.
And I know this isn't news, but rather than even kick or just for fun or try a two-point conversion, extra point, no, we're going to kneel down so they can't return it no matter what
I like
happens.
it.
I know he's not the first to do it, but smart by Table. Look, the Giants are playing better than their record might show, and now they have a win to say. They held Washington without a touchdown. They played Dallas tight there, 2-3 in Seattle. That was a stunner.
It was a stunner for Seattle, especially being at home. For the Giants to go way to Seattle on the road and get that type of win, especially after some turnovers early on, that's a win you can kind of build around on your season. And for Daniel Jones, it's a confidence builder. No Malik Neighbors. He's clearly their best receiver. And for Slayton to step up, if you're Brian Daboll, you got to feel really happy about the things you saw today.
So Seattle and San Francisco have a Thursday night game, and neither are coming in clicking. Seattle's supposed to have a pretty nice defense despite some injuries. It hadn't shown up the last couple of weeks. We know that they can pass the ball. That'll be an interesting Thursday nighter, but that division up for grabs. All right, now, at the other end of the spectrum, there's one team without a win yet. Jacksonville 0-4, hosting Indy. Here's the good news. Even though Joe Flacco plays great now for Indy, Trevor Lawrence, and he's lost 9 straight starts, and here we go again. But Trevor says, you know what? I really don't care. It's my birthday. That's Brian Thomas. It's 85 yards, and it's 10-7, and we always beat the Colts in here for whatever reason. Joe Flacco, fourth quarter, down 20-10. Mo Ali Cox, how about that throw?
Yeah, how about Joe Flacco? He's a professional quarterback and gives his guys an opportunity to make a play.
Hey, more than that, my goodness, Lawrence says, wait a minute. Did you hear it was my birthday? I'm sick of losing 9 in a row. Christian Kirk, 61 yards, huge pickup. This is another fun game. Then Lawrence, the Brenton people are strange. Touchdown, 27-17. Jaguars? That's strange that they're leading in the fourth quarter. Now the field goal, Indy makes it 27-20. But thank you, it's Tank Bigsby. Look out, he's a tank on the move. 65 yards, Jags by 2 touchdowns, 34-20.
Tank Bigsby, he's their best running back. He needs to get more touches, Boone.
So you know what Joe Flacco says? I don't care. I have Alec Pierce. You don't think the Flacco to Pierce connection should be watched? Exhibit A. Yes, inbounds. Take a look.
Oh, boom. Tip it from the left hand to the right hand. 1 shoulder equals 2 feet. Catch.
Flacco to Pierce. Exhibit B. Between 2 defenders. Throws right there. They get a 1-yard score after that, 34-27.
Yeah, just a really good job of Flacco leading him in there and getting him down to the 1-yard line. Boom, good throw, good catch.
Wait a minute, how about Exhibit C? Okay, you asked. Flacco, Pierce, 3 minutes to go. 65-yard touchdown. And we're tied at 34 in Jacksonville. Ryan Nielsen. Looking like Leslie Nielsen there. At any rate, minute to go. Lawrence to Luke Farrell. He's the defensive coordinator. Certainly, can we bail us out? And Trevor Lawrence says, I'm going to throw for my personal career high. I'm going to hit Christian Kirk for another first down. I'm going to bring on, the moment is not too big for Cam Little. He's our kicker. It's 21 seconds to go from 49. Everyone into the pool. Everybody into the pool. They win it. The Jags are off the schneid. And nobody should go forever. Under Trevor Lawrence, like we said, 371. That's his personal career bet. Joe Flacco was great. Yeah, another like 700-yard day throwing between a young and an old marksman.
It was good for Trevor Lawrence to play the way he did, but Tank Bigsby was the catalyst running the football for Jacksonville.
Now, a game you've all been waiting for. Dolphins, Patriots. I said 13 would win it. Was I close?
Very close.
Hot Rod Huntley. Oh, looking for Odell Beckham now suiting up for Miami, but Christian Gonzalez hurt almost all of last year. Second-year player, he's a really good one. Nice pick.
Yeah, he's up one of the better cornerbacks in the league. Boom, good to see him back healthy and playing.
Jacoby Brissett under center. Now, Ramondre Stevenson runs hard. He's fumbled a lot lately. We're not going to play him. Okay, I was kidding. We're going to play him. 33 yards, 7-3. Patriots? They lead 7-3. Now, just a half minute left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, Jason Sanders snapped. They never had a chance. He gets snowed under. Like I said, 7-3. I think 13's going to do it. I think it is.
If there's one play that typifies the Dolphins season, it's that play.
But they're close. They trail 10-9 fourth quarter. We got a fullback, and we're going to hit him into the end zone. Alec, all that glitters is in goal. Touchdown. They don't get two. It's 15-10. Minute to go. Brissett to Jalen Pope. The Patriots are going to win. They're going to win. But look at the heel. 1 foot.
There's one. Boom. The right toe is down. We're good right there. We're good. Oh, no.
I knew I should have worn size 6 cleats today. Darn it. And now, Brissett blobs. Now it's 4th and 15. Okay, I was wrong. 15 wins it, okay? They win it. Miami wins it, division game. And 15-10. Dolphins win. Now, you want to see something? Remember the Orange Crush uniforms of the Denver Broncos? Throwback. Oh, they look good.
They look unreal. For some reason, I want to see Terrell Davis and Tom Jackson right now.
Well, Tom was at the game. I know it was alumni weekend, and fitting they played the Raiders. Looks like, I know he was a lefty, looked like Ken Stabler going back to pass against the Orange Crush. Gardner Minshew! And that's Brock Bowers, the youngster, all the way touchdown. There he is. Now 10-0. Bo Nix, your other rookie quarterbacks have won. Again, can you? That's a quick toss to Javonte Williams. A hurdle by Williams. Broncos kick a field goal 10-3. Raiders in the red zone.
Are you okay?
Picked off, I'm fine, but bring the Kleenex. Pat Surtain. He's certain to go 100 yards. How many big plays do you want today?
Yeah, Gardner Minshew, that's just a terrible decision. You can't make that throw. And Pat Surtain, Johnny on the spot, touchdown.
Minshew would be bench. Aiden O'Connell comes in. Broncos lead 13-10 at the half. Knicks. Jalen McLaughlin. We throw it short, but if you complete it for touchdowns, who cares?
No doubt about it. Threw it short, had a lead blocker out front. Ball touch pylon, touchdown.
20-10, the Broncos lead. Now Knicks. Oh, now we're feeling it. Let me air it out. You know I did it at Oregon. I'd say he's open. Oh, Torrey Franklin dropped it. And look at this. Sean, wait a minute. Sean said,
settle down.
Excuse me?
Yeah, settle down.
That wasn't quite Parcells back at Phil Simms, was it? No, but that'd be interesting. But guess what? All is forgiven when you win. Knicks to Adam Trotman, 19 yards. Knicks. He's in the end zone. He threw for 206. All three rookies won again.
Shades of Drew Brees jumping over the top with the ball there.
They're very nice.
Yeah.
The Broncos, they spot Oakland. I'm sorry, they looked at Oakland, Denver. I can't help it. They spot them a 10-0 lead, but the Broncos go on to win 34-18. All right, Booker, back real quickly to the Niners.
Yeah.
Seattle lost. The only team who won in the division was Arizona, who beat the Niners. So they've given up a double-digit lead for the second time this year in the division. They did it to the Rams by 14 earlier. Early October. They did it by 10 here, Arizona. They only lost one division game, I think, the last 2 years. Now, one is an accident, two is a trend. That's got to be concerning for them.
It's very concerning, especially with the quarterback turning the football over. No Christian McCaffrey. Defensively, they're looking for somebody else besides Bosa. Hargrave is hurt. Greenlaw hasn't come back yet. So the Niners that we once knew is not the same Niners we have now, but the expectations are the same. And so I think that's one of the reasons why they're struggling a little bit right now. Hopefully they can get some guys back healthy, and the quarterback can't turn the football over. Mason is running it well, but make no mistake, he's not McCaffrey.
Well, but then nobody is. I mean,
Correct,
they don't
yes.
want to make excuses, but usually they put a lockdown. I mean, we still have Warner there, and et cetera. A couple of notes. 46 games decided by 7 points or fewer. The first 5 weeks, the most in NFL history. In case you were wondering, it seems like it's topsy-turvy. And just an aside.
Yes.
You know what I missed today on this Sunday as we
What's
do
that?
the show? The NFC South. I mean, Tampa and Atlanta that was a really fun Thursday game. Usually they're dreadful. New Orleans is playing Monday. I find them all three. Forget what the records vis-a-vis what they were.
Right.
I think that whole Carolina's Carolina.
Yeah.
That division is much improved. All three teams.
And to your point, that's why the division winner changes so much. Is it the Bucks? Is it going to be is it going to be Falcons? Is it going to be like New Orleans?
Saints.
Like it's so many different teams in that division. I love it. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the best team in that division. But we just saw them lose on Thursday night to an Atlanta team that has a quarterback who's feeling more comfortable. So that division is going to be one to watch all year long.
Quarterback threw 500 yards. The Saints play the ball. I mean, I just find that a fun division. Yeah. All right. We had so much fun today. Game ball, hard to pick one. Where are you going to go?
It's hard to pick one, and usually we go on the field with the players. This time, boom, I'm going to go to the sideline with a coach, and I'm going to go to the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator, Brian Flores. To me, he's doing an outstanding job. They lead the league in sacks, boom, with 20. They're confusing quarterbacks, and they're allowing head coach Kevin O'Connell and play caller to play complementary football with Sam Darnold. I think he's doing an outstanding job, and this defense might be the most confusing defense in the league for any team that's going to play him. Brian Flores, outstanding job by you.
So I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels. The Washington Commanders have won 4 straight. They've done that for the first time since 2008. He ran for almost 100. He threw for over 200. He's 4-1. Only the third rookie quarterback to start the team's first 5 games out of the gates since 1950 to go 4-1. Dak did in 2016, and Joe Ferguson way back when in 1973 with the Buffalo Bills. I mean, that's rarefied air. He's playing that well.
Boom, he's playing outstanding football, and to me, the best thing that I see him doing is not turning the football over consistently. He did have one today, but he doesn't turn it over. He protects the football. He's accurate, and he gives the Washington Commanders something that we all need, confidence. And I love watching him play.
And even when his helmet I remember it was the game, what was it, against Tampa? The helmet got knocked off. He's got a smile.
Yes.
Well, why wouldn't you be in a good mood when you get over 30 points every game? And so it's fun to watch football in Washington again, and it's fun to watch the Sunday night game because you just think of Pittsburgh against Dallas, and there's some history there. And I know that thought is not lost on Scott Van Pelt. Hi, Scott.
It's true, Boom. Folks of a certain age remember those incredible matchups between the Steelers and the Cowboys from days gone by. As for this game, we had to wait a while as some nasty weather came ripping through Pittsburgh. Heavy rain and lightning. Snoop in the building after an 85-minute delay. And it's a 3-3 game that frankly was kind of ugly and sloppy, especially if you're a Dallas fan. You're thinking you're going to get 3 at the least. Nope. TJ Watt, Nick Herbig meet at Dak. Helmet comes off for Watt. Ball comes out. Watt now has 100 career sacks. Second fewest to get to 100. Only the all-time legend Reggie White got there quicker. Looks like Dallas is going to get some points right before halftime. No, CeeDee Lamb was the target there for Dak, and Dante Jackson jumps it. Dallas led 6-3 at the half. Couple of red zone turnovers. Dak would turn it over again later in the game. It's a 10-6 lead for Pittsburgh. And then Dak finds Rico Dowdle, 16-play, 90-yard drive. And after a stop, Dallas has a chance to maybe create a bit of separation, and maybe that's what Dak's trying to do, looking deep for Tolbert. Instead, Joey Porter Jr. That's the third turnover of the night for Prescott. Nice return as well for Porter Jr. Off the turnover, Justin Fields on a 3rd and 1 finds George Pickens. He's got the first down, and this hit will come out of bounds to tack on the unnecessary roughness, and now Pittsburgh's knocking on the door, about to take the lead. Great play design here. Fields rolls left, little shovel to Pat Freiermuth, and he's in, and the Steelers have a 17-13 lead. Cowboys driving, 3rd and 9, under a minute and a half to go. Jake Ferguson gains 10. Next play, Hunter Lipke. Feed the fullback. He's got a head of steam and gets inside the 5-yard line. Looks like Dallas is going to go in, but Landon Roberts with an amazing play leaps over the pile and hits down. The ball comes out. There's Roberts. Minkah Fitzpatrick was right behind him. Dak Prescott does a tremendous job to pounce on the football. 3rd and goal. Prescott short hops it. Tolbert, some discomfort. Believe that hit him in a junk. That's the technical term. But he's okay. On 4th down, there's Tolbert. He's fine. Easy for me to say, but he's got 6. And Dallas is able to escape Pittsburgh with the victory. It's Prescott's first go-ahead passing touchdown, the final minute of regulation in his career. Coach McCarthy and the owner, Jerry Jones, love that. They welcome Detroit to town next week. Pittsburgh, speaking of legendary rivalries from the old days, they will take on the Raiders in Vegas next week. Boom.
All right, thank you, fellas. And what a week it was. Week number 5. We have, as somebody once said, we've only just begun, really. Right? Only just begun. Thanks for watching NFL Primetime. For Booger, I'm Boomer. Hope you make this a habit every week, because you know what? We've made it our habit. See you soon.